everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is one of my favorite videos of the month, which is my huge book haul for this month. Like I said in my previous video, book haul is I'm not going to go into like specific details of every single book because I do have a lot, and this video would just be hours and hours of time just talking about books. So I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, but we will see how well that goes. Let's get into it. Before we get started, a reminder, I do have all of my links for my social media down below, as well as my Goodreads. So you guys can go ahead and follow my reading journey on there. And with that being said, always get a small little disclaimer. I did get some, not all, some of these books pre-loved. I like to purchase mine on Mercari. You can also try eBay, but usually I have a better experience on Mercari. There's just really awesome sellers on there, and it always seems really safe. So with that being said, let's get into it. I did get actually some pre-orders this month, so I was really looking forward to this book by Jennifer Moffett, and it's called Those Who Pray. And this came out November 10th, and I had it pre-ordered, so I got it a few days ago. And I don't know much about it. No, I do know that she kind of gets involved in this sort of cult type of situation. She has like a really awesome life, I mean, if you can call it that. You know, she just goes to school, she has like a potential boyfriend, she has really cool friends, everything's going really well until I believe she goes on a trip to Italy with like this mission type of trip, I'm not sure, and there they get like their passports taken away and their money stolen, and they're kind of stuck there in this like cult type of thing. I don't know much about it, I just kind of know it was cult related, and I really like that. This is a book that I'm probably going to pick up very soon because I'm very excited for it. So this one, like I said, November 10th, it came out, and the cover is just beautiful. I love the color. Alright, next book that was also a pre-order, it's Lies Like Poison. Again, came out November 10th, and this is by Chelsea Pitcher. This just had a really interesting plot synopsis, so that's why I pre-ordered it. It's basically about this group of friends who come up with this plan to get revenge on one of their stepmothers, and they plan it to the T. They're gonna poison her. They kind of regret it, they don't go through with it, and then a few years later exactly what they had planned happens, and the stepmother dies. And so now they have to like, either one of them has to prove their innocence, and they need to like figure out what happened, who went through with it. And yeah, I just thought it was a really interesting concept. Again, mystery thrillers, those are kind of the genre that I go for, so I'm really excited about this. And again, it has a beautiful color. So cover, oh my god, cover. Next up, we have my book of the month subscription. So my pick for this month was Pretty Little Life, which is an adult thriller mystery. I think her husband ends up missing, and she needs to find out what happened to him. I don't know, actually. I just thought that it was interesting, and again, I usually go for this type of genre, so really liked it. This is also sort of a pre-release because it doesn't come out until December 29th, but because it was on Book of the Month, I was able to get my hands on it. So super excited, and we'll see how this goes. And another kind of add-on that I decided to go for was The Girl in the Mirror, because I'm in this like Facebook group that really kind of hyped this book up, and I'm like really interested now in it. So I think it's about twin sisters, obviously, because it says twin sisters, identical on the outside, dangerously different on the inside. And yeah, like I said, I don't know much about it. I just know that it is about two twin sisters that are just very different. So I'll guess that one is evil and one is good. So yeah. And this book is by Rose Carlyle. So Alright, another book, no longer book of the month, we're done with that. It is these Vengeful Hearts, and it's by Catherine Loren, and this is actually a really interesting, I want to say sort of dark academia, but not really. It's set in a school setting, and you have this society that is just very prestigious, and they kind of run the school. And we are following, what's her name? Ember. And Ember has kind of this weird relationship with that society, or however you want to call it, because they are the guilty parties of her sister being paralyzed. And so she feels like she needs to seek out revenge, and the way to do it in her mind is to break them down from the inside out. So she's gonna join the society. It's called the Red Court, and she is sort of, you know, gonna try to destroy them and get revenge for her sister. And again, something that I just really like to read, and yeah, I thought this was interesting. I don't know where I saw it. I think I just saw it on Goodreads and added it to my cart, so that's that. Another book that I'm really excited about, it is The Whisper Man by Alex North. And this book, it's sort of a test for me. So I have this YouTuber that I freaking love. Her name is Noelle Gallagher here on YouTube, and her channel is just amazing. I love it. And she gives this book a really good rating, a phenomenal rating. And then someone else that I really like as well, though I can't remember her name right now, which is really sad, didn't give it that good of a rating. She actually gave it a very low rating. So I'm kind of like in the middle. I'm like, who's right? I mean, I know everyone has different tastes, but I feel like this is a test for me of what are the kind of books that I like. So if I rated high, it means my interest in books is more of like the other YouTubers liking, and then I don't know, it's just a test for me. So I'm really excited about this. I believe we're following either two perspectives or two mysteries. I know there's like a child that went missing in this town, and then you are following this family who moves into the town, and you're kind of afraid for the child because you're like, there's like this person that takes children. So that's how it was explained to me in a video, and I thought it just sounded great. I'm so excited to read it. To be honest, I'm excited to read almost all of these books, and I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. So The Whisper Man by Alex North. And yeah, you guys, I forgot another pre-order, and this is The Ravens, and I think this came out the 4th of November. I'm not sure when it came out, but it's just really interesting. It's about witches and magic and all that stuff, and I just love that. What does it say? They're sorority girls and they have powers. Awesome. Perfect. And I love the cover. It's so beautiful. So that's The Ravens, and again, I really look forward to reading this. And this is by it's two authors, Cass Morgan and Daniel Page. So there you go. Look how beautiful this is. I freaking love it. So the next book, it's a little bit more of a heavy topic. It is called The Art of Breaking Things by Laura Simpson, and this cover is just absolutely beautiful. I don't know, I just really love the color. I really like how she's in between the lettering. It's gorgeous. I came across this book in one of those Instagram reels where it's like, you know, books that you need to read once in your lifetime, or I think it was books that should be mentioned more often, and I just thought that it seemed interesting in that video. And basically it is about this girl who is living kind of a good life. You know, she's a teenager, she has a crush on a boy, she goes to school, everything is fine, but one of her mom ex-boyfriends comes back into her life, and she keeps a secret, which I think I know what the secret's gonna be, and I think it's gonna be some sort of abuse that happened with this man. I don't know 100%, but that's kind of how I think it's gonna go. And it's just about her dealing with the fact that this man is back in their lives. And I just think that's such a powerful book, and I really hope it's executed the right way. And in the back it says, a dream of escaping a little sister she loves and a secret she never wanted to keep. So I feel like she has obviously a little sister and she wants to protect her so the same thing doesn't happen to her. I just think it's gonna be a beautiful book, and I'm really excited to start reading this. It's just, I need to like find the right time because I know it's gonna be difficult to read. So I still think it's beautiful, so we'll go with that. The next two books, you guys had to see it coming. You guys know that last month I hauled and I read Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, and I loved it. Love that story. So I had to pick up the sequel and the third book, and the sequel is called The Vanishing Stair, and the third book is The Hand on the Wall. And I am just so excited to read these. I just love it. I love how it's a continuation of the same story we're already reading. It's not over in the first book, it keeps going on, and I love that. I don't know why, I just love it. So we're following Stevie, and she has been accepted to a very prestigious school for like the most like talented students. Only like 100 students get accepted to the school, and her ultimate goal to go to the school is to figure out what happened to a mystery there, a murder and a disappearance. So she wants to figure it out, and along the way people get killed, and she's trying to figure out the murders that are happening in the present as well as what happened in the past. And I love it. It's such a good story. So had to pick these up. I'm probably gonna go right and dive into them because I'm just like really excited for what's gonna happen next. So that's that. So the next book is They Wish They Were Us by Jessica Goodman. I love the cover. This book actually reminds me a lot of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I feel like it follows the same plot. Maybe it's going to be completely different, but I love these kind of I just love this kind of mysteries. So it's about a girl who, there was a crime that happened. I think it was to her best friend. It was solved. Someone said they were guilty, and then she kind of starts getting text messages saying that that person was not guilty, and she's trying to figure out then who did it. And if you guys have read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, you guys know that that's kind of the same premise of this book, which this book's amazing. So I have high hopes for this one. I just really find those type of stories really interesting, and again, mystery thriller is just my genre. I was actually speaking to my best friend, and she was like, I think you're just really into mysteries, and I was like, yes, I really am. And yeah, but for everybody over there liking a romance, I got one romance for you guys. I got Fangirl, and this is a book that I actually got off of Mercari, and it was really cool because it has like spray edges, and I was really excited about it. I don't know absolutely anything about it, just know people like it, and I'm assuming it's about a fangirl. I mean, I don't know, I just think it's gonna be really sweet, romantic read. And I usually fly through all of these, so high hopes, and I know a lot of people love it. Did I say that already? Maybe I did, I'm not sure. All right, next two books by the same author. We have Ruth Ware here, and I really want to read One by One by Ruth Ware. I think that's going to be a read that I do in December. I feel like it's just got the vibes for a December read. We might go to a cabin for Christmas, so I think that's gonna be the book for me. So before that, I want to read another book by her. Not both, because I don't think I'll be able to read both before then, but I just really wanted to pick up Ruth Ware's books. I don't know, I felt like it. So the first one that I got is The Turn of the Key. This both I got off of Mercari, so I know they have like book of the month, but these were not for me book of the month. I got them pre-loved. I sanitized them and everything, so we are good. What is this about? I don't know. I think she's a babysitter. It says, when Rowan Kane stumbles across the ad, she's looking for something else completely. But it seems like too good of an opportunity to miss. A live-in nanny. Yeah, so it's a nanny. So weird things happen. You know, I don't want to read much of the synopsis. You know, that's not what we're going to do here. But yeah, it's about a nanny and something happens. And I think it'll be really interesting. And I also heard that this one is one of the best books by Ruth Ware. So I'm excited. Which, now that I think about it, maybe it shouldn't be the first book I read. Because then I will have too high hopes for One by One. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, and then I also picked up The Death of Mrs Westaway. And I picked this up because, again, my favorite YouTuber, booktuber, Noel Gallagher, said this is one of the best books by Ruth Ware. And I believe this is about this young girl who becomes the sole inheritor of Miss Westaway, and she doesn't know who this lady is at all. She just knows that she has inherited everything, which, do we not wish that happened to any of us? Can I get an old lady to give me everything? That would be awesome. And she, you know, she's having financial issues, and I believe she's like, what the heck, let me just get the inheritance. I don't know this lady, but I'm just get the money, which we would all probably do. And that's all I know about it, and I feel pretty good about that. I feel like that's a good storyline. Okay, wow. We're still going. Next book that I got is Sadie, or Sadie by Courtney Summers. And this follows, this guy, I believe he has a, what does he have? I believe he has a, what is it? What are those things? A podcast. Oh my god. So he has a podcast where he like figures out murders and things that happen. And I believe someone goes, asks him for help. I'm not sure, about a murder that happened in that town, and he wants to figure out the murder, but at the same time he is looking for Sadie, because Sadie is, or Sadie, how do you say it, I don't know, is the sister of the girl that was killed, and she's actually out looking for the murderer, seeking revenge. And the podcast man, West, is trying to protect her so she doesn't end up with the same fate as her sister. So really excited for this book. This is an older book. I saw it again on one of the reels, and I just thought that it would be something that I would enjoy. I think it came out in 2018, 2019, so a little bit of an older book, but perfect for me and the type of books that I like. So wanted to give it a try. Alright, you guys, so we're almost there. I know this is a long video, but I just have a lot of books to show you guys. As you guys know, last month, was the last month or 2 months ago? It was September. It was September, October. Yeah, it was September. I read Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, and that just became one of my favorite books. I loved the guy's writing. He's amazing, and I just love everything about the book. So I really wanted to just go and dive into all of his books. So I ended up buying all of them. Yes. Again, on Mercari, I found this really sweet lady, and she gave me a really awesome deal for these. Again, they're all book of the month, but I don't care. And the first one that I got is The Last Time I Lied, which I believe is the first book that he ever came out with. Let me see. No. Okay, it's not. So it's the second book. So Final Girls is his first book. I believe, I'm not sure, you guys. I didn't search this. I think. I don't know. So I got Final Girls. I don't know what it's about. I will tell you that. So 10 years ago, college student Quincy went on vacation with 5 friends and came back alone, the only survivor of a horror movie scale massacre. Woo! That is, ooh! Now Quincy's doing well, maybe even great, thanks to her Xanax prescription. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I have a feeling I'm gonna love it. I really loved Home Before Dark, and I I don't know, you guys. I feel like he's gonna be my favorite author of all time. Next up, we have The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. Again, obviously these are all gonna be Riley Sager. And again, no idea what this is about. No idea, but I got it. Yeah. And then we have Lock Every Door, which again, my favorite YouTuber, booktuber, was reading, and she gave this a 4 out of 5, and I think she gave it a 4 out of 5 means I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5, so I'm really excited about that. So those are my Riley Sager purchases, which I've just been looking at them every single time I pick up a book because I really just want to read them, but at the same time I don't want to fly through them. And then I also know he has a 4th book coming out in July, so yes. Alright, the last books that I got are really old, and I've been wanting to read these for a very long time. I think when they first came out I wanted to read them because at that time I was really into the dystopian like universe. Like, I loved those type of books. That was my genre. I loved it, and I never got to pick these books up, which I don't know why. I truly don't know why, but it is the Uglies series, and I've never read them, and I remember seeing so many good videos about them from like other YouTubers that were never booktubers, but they just talked about them and it seemed really interesting. So it's kind of about the society, or like how the government is, where if you are not like pretty, if you are ugly, you're not like considered part of the society, something like that. And then when you hit a certain age, everybody gets like cosmetic procedures to become a pretty. And I don't know, it seems like the idea of it is really interesting, and I've been wanting to read them for, like I said, a very long time, and just never got the chance to get them. And then I saw this bundle on Mercari for, I think it was like $12 for all of them, and I thought, what a great time to get them. Just what a great time. So I ended up getting them. Again, I don't know when I'm gonna actually sit and read them because I have so many books that I want to get to first. That is the bad thing about buying so many books, that sometimes books like this that they're kind of old, you don't get to them as quickly as you would like to. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too overwhelming. I know I talk a lot. I said I was going to keep it short and sweet, but I did not do that. Again, just so you guys know, I do have all my links down below for my Goodreads and all of that jazz. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.